Hello everybody and welcome back to GregTech New Horizons. How's the guys' day been? Good? Let me know down in the comments below. So, last episode we upgraded our steam production to start storing all the steam now inside this tank. I've actually upgraded this guy here to a steel tank, so he can hold double the amount of steam. And we got ourselves a bunch of steam boilers, the solar high pressure versions all the way up here. And I even got myself a lot more water tanks to make sure this guy over here never runs out of water, which is amazing. So I've been processing and keeping up with a lot of stuff between episodes. As you can see in the top left, it is year 3, day 98. We ended last episode on year 2, day 190 or 169. So you can see I've been in this world for quite a while since last episode, and because of that, I've been keeping these guys here topped up with iron and coal and everything to keep making steel, and because of that, we have gotten ourselves a lot of steel here, which is amazing. So let's actually start getting into the LV age. We made ourselves our first electronic circuits. I've made 2 stacks since last episode, so we have plenty of circuits now to get started with, which is amazing. And I've also set up myself here a to-do list. These are everything I want to get done. I don't know if we're going to get all done in one episode, but we'll probably definitely space these across multiple episodes. But I'd like to try and get at least the first maybe 4 things done today. So we want to get our first LV machines, get to the Twilight Forest, and then get lead, and then use that lead to make potent, so we can upgrade our bronze pipes to potent pipes, which will have a way better and faster transfer rate for all the steam going to all the machines. And I want to get proper ore washing going. Since I've been keeping up with all the ore processing, all these chests here are just filled with impure dusts. So if we can get the ore washer, we'll be able to wash these ores, and then we'll be able to electrolyze or centrifuge whatever needs to be done with them. So for instance, this sodalite can be electrolyzed into aluminium, silicon, and sodium, but this is MV. But having all this ready to go once we get to the MV electrolyzer will be amazing, because then that's free aluminium. Like, look how much sodalite we have. Like, this entire chest here is full of it. And that's another thing, actually, I do want to upgrade our chests now soon. To upgrade our chest to the diamond chest upgrade, we are going to need diamond plates. And the only way to get those is putting a block of diamond through a cutting machine. So we're going to have to get ourselves a cutting machine today, and you can either use 2 different liquids. That depends on the speed of them. You can see 384 seconds if you were to use lubricant, or 768 if you were just to use water. So it's only double the time. Unfortunately, we can't make lubricant. We probably could roll the creosote oil we're getting. If we get ourselves a LV distillery on circuit 24, we could make lubricant, so maybe we could do that, but we'll see. But let's get started and get our first few machines actually up and running. I want to get myself a basic wire mill made, but this is all going to require a couple of new things. We made ourselves LV machine hulls last episode because we got ourselves our first technically machine, which is the steam generator, the steam turbine right here. I've been keeping up all the tin cables and everything, so let's just grab all of this now we're going to need, and let's see if we can make ourselves a few machines. So machine hull is just going to be steel plates with a wrench. There we go. That makes us LV machine casing. I'm going to make a bit more than that. Maybe not that many. 22 should be more than enough for now. And then we turn it into the machine hull. It does require wrought iron plates. We have plenty of that. And here is our 22 machine hulls. So we can get ourselves a wire mill. We can get ourselves a basic polarizer. This requires 2x tin cable. I have 4x tin cable here, so we have to take this down and turn it into the 2x. All right, and this is our basic polarizer. This guy will now make us magnetic iron rods, so we don't have to use the redstone recipe, which will save us on redstone, which is amazing. Actually, you know what? I don't need to be holding this many cable. Next up, then, is going to be the bending machine. Now, the thing is, the bending machine requires a new component, the electric piston. The electric piston is going to require a small steel gear. Should be able to make a few of those. Let's make 8, and then we'll make all those into pistons. Oh, we're out of steel plates now. I guess we might go use the forge hammer quickly. I don't want to use as many inside the forge hammer, because once we get the bending machine, it's going to be a 1-to-1. And wow, this guy's really like keeping up with all the stuff we're throwing through here. We just need a few, and then we'll make the rest into the using the bending machine. All right, basic bending machine, and we're probably going to need way more steam turbines. So let's make ourselves a bunch of them. Yeah, so 13. That should be more than enough. Let's go get our first few machines actually set up now. So to do that, we're going to need wire cutters and a wrench. And we'll put all these wires and cables and stuff away. What we're going to be using to hook all these guys up to the turbines is 4x tin cable. and I'll explain how the cables now work in a second. Right, so let's remove these machines since they're not doing anything anymore. And we'll remove some of this bronze pipe. We don't need that there either. I need to shut you up. You are so loud. But anyway, so let's start by saying, actually, I want to have these guys set up in a certain way. Let me make the other machines I want to put down. The way I'm hoping to do this, let me grab out a diamond here. So we want a steam macerator and then a compressor. I don't think I bookmarked the compressor. The basic compressor requires 2 more pistons. Is that literally all the steel plates I have? It is. Well, we can do this for the time being. So I want like a macerator, a compressor, and then the alloy smelter, and then the rest of the machines can go that way. But I guess for now, we have to put the bending machine here, and we'll hook up the rest later. So back here, using a 4X cable, we can hook these up like this to connect the wires to the machines using wire cutters. There we go. And then we have our basic steam turbines. We'll have 2 per set of 3 machines. That should be enough. If not, we can always add more. Point them down the way, and then connect the cables. I can't think with this machine. I need to shut this thing up somehow. It's almost done. I cannot think. So bending machine on circuit number 1 with steel will make us the plates in 1-to-1. And we can use our wrench here to point it down the way, put a chest under it, and we can say auto eject. Now we can't open the iron chest, which is kind of annoying. So that's where we're going to have to use a different type of chest. Now these chests are pretty small, but they'll have to do for now, and it's a slightly larger chest made with wood planks, a chest saw, and a hammer. Yeah, hard hammer, not soft mallet. And these guys can be opened when there's a block above them, but their inventory size is tiny. It's the same as just a normal single chest. So I would love to upgrade these guys here to the compressed chest, but unfortunately the compressed chest is way out of our reach. We need to get into HV before we can do that. And this is something new. I've never seen the dark steel chest in this recipe before, so this is going to be interesting. But yeah, we're making steel plates 1-to-1, and we can just throw these in the hopper here, and we're making steel plates at a cheaper rate, which is amazing. Let me grab these and make the rest of the machines. All right, and what we can do actually with these old high pressure machines, we can just throw them through the macerator here to recycle them back into other components that we can use for different machines. So the only thing I'm missing here was the compressor. There we go. And that should be more or less all the machines I need right now. Actually, no, it's not. I need myself one other machine, and that is the assembler. But we're going to have ourselves the extruder, bending machine, and then wire mill right here. And then we're going to have a polarizer, centrifuge, and we're going to have the assembler right here. But of course, we're going to have to hook up everything now as well. Okay, so while I was editing the footage, I realized the way I explained how these cables work was pretty bad, so I'm going to try again and see if I can explain it any better. So the way we have our setup here is we have 2 steam turbines and 4X tin cable. 4X tin cable is LV tier power, which can only support up to a maximum voltage of 32. Each one of these steam turbines outputs out 32 volts of power, which is 1 amp. 4 amps of LV tier power equals 1 amp of MV tier power. So each tier above the previous one is 4 times the amount. So 4 times MV is going to be HV, and 4 times HV is going to be EV, and so on all the way up to UEV. So with this setup here, we are safe because our cable is 4X and it can support 4 amperages, and we're only providing 2. Now, there is some situations later on, for instance, the arc furnace here does require more than 1 amp. This requires 3 amps, but it only requires 30 EU a tick. Or usage is 30, but only needs 10. So as long as we've got enough amps, so 3 steam turbines on this one cable, we can have the arc furnace all the way down here, and it will still run the recipe. Because each cable for each distance does lose 1 volt. So here we're getting the full 32, 31, 30, 29, and 28. So even though the machine does say the full 32 volts, it actually can only use the 10 it needs. So that way you can have a longer line of cables and use only 1 steam turbine as long as the machines are going to be provided with enough power. So hopefully that explains how this thing works, and let's get back to the video. And we'll just set all these guys here to auto eject. Circuit 1, off you go. You're not hooked up to power though, are you? No. You can tell if something's hooked up to power if you can't see it. If it has that X through the corner, you can see this one doesn't have it. So if we click the top left corner, now the machine's online. And you can see this guy's not connected. And he is. And are the rest all connected now? When we put down the machine, it should be. But in here, we have our magnetic rods that we can now use to make more motors. So, robot arms, we need 2 of those. We're also going to need conveyor belts. So if we look at your basic assembling machine, it uses pretty much all the different components we have. So 2 conveyor belts, and here is our basic assembling machine. Now to go to the Twilight Forest, we're going to need 4 circuits. Wow, we've already used half a stack of circuits. That's crazy. And 1 diamond. This will actually make us a quick and dirty portal generator that we can set up where our new portal room is. And I'll show you that now in a second. So are you hooked up to power? Yes, you are. And in here, diamond, 4 circuits will make the quick and dirty portal generator. This will take 30 seconds. So here's our quick and dirty portal generator. And there is a quest you need to unlock before you can go to the Twilight Forest. Well, you don't need to unlock it, but if you want the quest book to be updated to it, you will need it. All the way up here, and so it begins chapter. All the way down here in the bottom left is what's that? You need to collect yourself a silver wood sapling and a great wood sapling and 5 of each log from the tree. And that will unlock yourself the quest line down here, novice thaumaturgy. And in here, searching for answers, we have our quick and dirty portal generator. Now we just need to visit the Twilight Forest. And I've already got myself, it actually took me a while to find that silverwood tree. I went on a bit of a journey all the way to the east until I found this cherry grove. And this is where I found my silverwood tree. I thought I found one out over here somewhere, or on my travels like a lot closer by, but I couldn't find it. So I had to travel that far to find that one. And you can see you've got a good few great wood trees planted, which is nice. So to go to the Twilight Forest, we're going to need to set up a new portal. That's going to require 4 buckets of water and some flowers. We'll grab out some poppies here. And let's grab ourselves all of our materials. Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys here. Yeah, let's just use this before we quickly go. I got myself a bunch of loot bags because I have been claiming quests. And actually, we should have a few more quests to be able to claim in here right now. Yep. And that is 23 Steam Age bags, 18 LV bags, a tier 2 MV bag. I'm not actually sure where I got this. Ah, I got it from mining up mica. That's right. I did actually go find a mica ore vein, and I did actually find an extra few close by, which is actually quite nice. I excavated out this one. I think there's like another 2 south of us here somewhere. Yeah, right here. I found 2 more mica veins, and we have the one over here then as well. So there's a good few mica veins around, which is nice. But I did go excavate out one of those. So we do have the mica we will need now to, if I can find out where it is. Yeah, we will have the mica here to get ourselves into the EBF, but we won't be doing that today. So one thing I actually want to do, all the way down here in the very bottom, we have a reward area. We have a quest here that turns our Steam loot bags into the LV Steam bags. So 3 to 1. I want to do this for a couple of bags. Since there's better stuff in the LV bags than the Steam Age bags. Because if we're looking here at the different stuff we can get, you can see there's not a whole lot in here that we kind of need. Whereas in this bag, there's definitely a lot more that we can use. Like electric pumps, more tools, even a golden lasso, diesel. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff in here that'd be way more useful to us. You know what, I'll hold on to 8 Steam Age bags. So let's open ourselves a basic Stone Age bag. Okay, some saplings, not bad. Put this stuff away. Open our tier 2 MV bag. Ooh, some emeralds. That's nice. And we'll open the Steam Age ones and then the tier 1 bag. So let's just open all these in one go. What do we get? Mushroom spawn eggs, a bunch of food, regeneration potions, and a wrench. And not all great. None of that stuff is great. All right, let's open our tier 1 LV bags. Obsidian, slime and melon, food and string, pizza. Ooh, vacuum tubes, and torches, glow flower seed. Ooh, I think we can plant this and harvest ourselves up loads of glowstone. That'd be good. Aluminium gravel. That's always nice. Ooh, a tank. I don't know what that was, but we got some leather. Peanut butter and jelly. More food. A diamond saw blade and some seeds. Supreme pizza. Frame gearbox. We don't need those. And resistors are nice. We will not be using Steve carts. It really wants us to use Steve carts, damn. I don't know what we got there. Ooh, oil cells. Don't know what that one was. Ooh, more. Oh, yes, 6 circuits. That's amazing. Fan. Still don't know what that was. And some glass. Okay, all in all, not great, but it wasn't also that bad. We got loads of more aluminium gravel, which is something I do like. All right, then, back to what we were doing. Let's grab all of our bags here and head to the Twilight Forest. I was having issues with my portal where I would spawn in the ground and fall to, like, down into the ground. And you told me how to fix it, and it has worked, which is amazing. So thank you. I've moved my portal up here, and I've made it 1 block out of the ground, which was suggested. So I now spawned back here on the ground instead of 5 feet in the ground. And we're going to be setting up our Twilight Forest portal over here. The only thing is I forgot I need dirt to be able to put the flowers on. So there's no infinite water, and that's why we had to grab 4 individual buckets of water. So there we go. Put down our flowers. Does this need access to the sky to activate? No. Oh, okay. That saves us a lot of time. I thought I'm going to have to dig a tunnel to the sky there, but nope. If that works, then let's just jump straight in. We're floating in the void. Oh, are we here? Server, don't crash. There's the void particles. It is not good. Oh, have we spawned in? Yes, we have. Nice. Oh, we spawned right next to the Naga. Probably won't take them on right now, but we'll soon see. Let's make ourselves a waypoint here for our portal so we don't get lost. And the first thing we're looking for is lead. We need ourselves lead ore, and the easiest way to find out, I guess, is just jump into a hole and start running around until we find the ores we're looking for. Since the Twilight Forest is not that deep, we're only at Y level 30, it shouldn't be that difficult to find the ores. What do we got down here? We got some zombies. I have upgraded my tools to Alumite, so they should be a lot stronger than before. So we should have no issue of hunting mobs, especially those guys. And did he just drop us an aluminium ingot? I think he did. That's great if he did. Maybe it's worthwhile farming these guys. Oh no, I thought that was lead. This is pyrope. So this is a green sapphire vein. Not what we're looking for. He just dropped us Naga scales. Well, the fragments of one anyway. Oh no, he did actually drop us a Naga scale. Damn. Oh, we found ourselves a diamond vein. That's going to be handy. This is the vein we're looking for. This is cryolite, which we will need to be able to smelt ourselves up all of our aluminium now later. But here is galena and lead. Galena is also lead, so. Right, I guess let's just get ourselves ready and excavate out this entire ore chunk. What's inside here? Nothing. And all right, there we go. Everything here has been upgraded to potent pipes, and this setup is working way better. No longer are we running out of steam inside the steam turbines. Everything is getting the required steam it needs. And I also added one extra special item up here. I was told to do this in the comments. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it does, but I added a steam valve right here. And this thing, I think, actually tells it to export out the steam faster. By default, the export port on the steel tank is 1 bucket at a time. Now the steam valve one is still only a bucket, but I think it does it a little bit faster. So I think this is actually working way better than it did before. And that's amazing. And everything here is the large potent pipe. And we've got plenty of potent left over if we want to get even more pipes. But there was something I was going to do just before I started recording this segment now. I was going to go back to the Twilight Forest and start mining to start generating up more resources. But I was running into a slight bit of an issue in the Twilight. For some reason, if I went west of where the portal was, my game would crash. The whole server would shut down, which is a bit of an issue. Now, I think I fixed it, but it did require me to regenerate the entire Twilight Forest, which isn't great. If we look over this direction here, there's olivine ore here, and something over here was causing my game to crash. There is a hollow hill, so I'm assuming it could be that, but I'm not sure. But every time I went over here, my server would shut down and my game would crash. Now, it doesn't seem to be happening anymore, I hope. I did spend a few minutes over here before running around just to make sure everything was fine, and it seems to be okay. But yeah, I did do a bit of exploring because I was trying to find nickel ore so we can get ourselves Cobaltite, because there's a new thing I want to get my hands on, and that is the cutting machine, because all of our chests are basically full. I need to upgrade them to diamond tier now. So to get ourselves the cutting machine, we're going to need cobalt. And that cobalt is going to be mixed with brass to make cobalt brass gears. Inside of a mixer here, we need cobalt, aluminium, and 7 brass dust. The brass is pretty simple. It's just zinc and copper, which we have. No problem. But we need to get ourselves some cobalt. And the only place to get cobalt right now is... there's 2 places, actually. There's the cobalt in the nether, which we can't use because we need to smelt that in an EBF. We don't have an EBF. Or... we get it through the ore in the nether, or not in the nether, in the twilight. This stuff right here, cobaltite. So we need to excavate out this whole ore, and actually part of me regenerating this entire world, all the lead we mined out over there has been regenerated. So I'm probably going to go through, mine it all up, and then just avoid it because I don't want to be kind of like cheating ores. Right, so let's just grab a small bit of this now. Why is there so many of these guys? These guys are really good. If I could set up a farm for them, they'd be really handy because they drop all the Naga scales and a ton of like aluminium. Now, I don't know if there's a way to get a spawner for them, but yeah, they're not bad. So if anyone knows a way on how to set up a spawner for them guys, please let me know because they would be amazing to farm. Right, let me just grab a small bit of this ore here and I'll meet you back at base. All right, I'm back and I'm just currently putting the cobaltite through the grinder. Now I'm just going to put it through the forge hammer here just to get ourselves the impure dust. And then using that impure dust, we're going to centrifuge it for a chance of getting cobalt. Now, I was going to make myself the electrolyzer, and we probably still will. Because I'm trying to figure out what's the best way of getting aluminium at the moment. I do have... look, we'll make it anyway. Why not? And I just want to grab myself a few tanks here. Because right now I actually had some slime balls going through the centrifuge, and that has made us a ton of refined glue. So I want to actually start storing that somehow. So if I put this tank right here... oh, I still have that cable connected back there. Oh, good thing it's a 4X or this thing would have burnt up by now. But we're to put the electrolyzer right here. And I'm just going to... let me grab a wrench. And I'm just going to point this direction. Do I have to just right click? And I'm just going to auto eject out the fluids to the right here. Why isn't it auto ejecting? It's auto ejecting out that... no! Wait, it says it's facing the east, but it keeps going out this direction. I honestly have no clue. Now it's output down the way. Hey, look, it doesn't matter anyway. What I want to grab now is our cobaltite. Put this through the centrifuge instead. And hopefully there'll be a... I think it's an 11% chance we'll get cobalt from this. Yeah, 11.11% chance we'll get cobalt. I guess these tanks here don't work. And actually, let me just remove the cable here since we don't need that anymore. We can use these large cells here just to move the glue over. And it's actually okay that we put the glue in here because inside the assembler with glue, we can make sticky pistons. But one of the most important things is going to be the circuit boards. If we combine it with wood planks and copper foil with glue, we'll make the circuit boards way cheaper, which is way better. And I'm currently just making myself up a ton of these muffler upgrades because these machines can sometimes be loud. But yes, we did get ourselves the cobalt dust. I don't think we can mix this by hand, so we need to get ourselves out a mixer. So there's our basic mixer. I probably need a few more things. Let me just grab out more cables because we need to hook up all of this now. By next episode, I'm thinking of moving all of the machines across one because I want to put the EBF right here so it's closer to the steam source. That way then we are guaranteed that the thing would actually keep working. But for now, we'll just have to do it this way. So we want our mixer right here and then our cables, steam turbines, point you down, connect, and then our large potent pipe. All right, so the first things we need to get ourselves is some copper and zinc since we need to make ourselves brass first. Do I have any zinc as in a dust form right now? I don't even think I have any zinc to begin with. Okay, no, I have a few zinc ingots here. No more. Damn, where do we get zinc from? sphalerite. Okay. I think sphalerite is something we don't want to be just smelting straight into zinc. I think there's a material from this. This comes from, I think, the sulfur vein in the nether. Yeah, sulfur vein. And the sphalerite dust that we get, I think we want to electrolyze that. And yes, because we want gallium from this. So we don't necessarily want to be smelting up that, but the 47 or 46 ingots we have here should be enough. So we'll just throw this through the macerator here, and we'll grab ourselves some copper dust. And what was the other material we needed? Aluminium dust. Okay. We have 7 aluminium dust here thanks to the cobalt, the kobolds in the Twilight Forest. Yeah, for some reason they drop it, which is pretty nice. And you can see all the different things they drop. Aluminium ingots. Nice. All right, so we're making ourselves our brass now. So that is just circuit 1 in a mixer, 3-to-1 copper to zinc. And we'll just make a small bit of it. We don't need a whole lot. So brass, aluminium, and cobalt should make us our cobalt brass. And this is on circuit 1 as well, right? Yes. Oh, this takes 45 seconds. All right, we'll just leave that run. In the meantime, is there anything else we need to get ourselves made here? No, we more or less have all this stuff already. And actually, to make ourselves the gear, we'll have to do it this way. Okay. Because the extruder recipe does require MV, and we can't do that at the moment. But we could extract it and use a mold gear. I think this works out with a cheaper recipe. Can we fluid extract cobalt? Or no, we can't fluid extract it right now. Or no, we can. No, it's an MV recipe. Never mind. And this is, yeah, just regularly smelted through the furnace. I just remembered another machine we need to grab, and that is the basic lathe. This will allow us to make ourselves our screws cheaper, but most importantly, make ourselves rods. In here at the moment, if we want to make rods 1-to-1, it is going to, or 1-to-2, it is going to require an MV extruder. But if we use the lathe, we get 1-to-1 steel rod, but we'll also get some dust back that we can use to remake another ingot and eventually get back a 2-to-2 or a 2-to-1, which is going to be way better value. So a lathe is definitely the way we're going to process up this rods that we're going to need for the cobalt brass. So you go there, and we should have the cobalt brass melted. Yes, we do. And we need to make 1 gear, so that is 4 plates and 4 rods. And the only other thing we're missing actually is some diamond dust. Do I have diamond dust? I do. And I think I can just break this down into the smaller piles. That's tiny piles. Yeah, small piles. That's what we need. And there is our 4 rods. And with this, we actually got ourselves 2 ingots back, which is nice. So here is our cobalt brass gear. Here is our saw blade. And I think there's another few things we can use with the saw blade. I think there's actually some like tools we can make. Maybe. Saw blade from steel cards. Okay, never mind. And we're just missing a conveyor belt, which is rubber sheets. I guess we're out of rubber. Luckily now we don't need the alloy smelter and a mold. We can just throw the rubber bars straight through the bending machine. And it goes very fast. 1-to-1, which is nice. And here is our basic cutting machine. Do we have the materials to make the basic distillery? Yes, we do actually. So we can make ourselves the basic distillery right here and be able to turn our creosote that we're getting from our coke ovens to make lubricant, which should make ourselves this cutting machine run just a little bit faster. I probably will have to come up with different locations for most of the machines right here, but for now, we'll put ourselves the, let's see, we'll have the basic distillery right here and then the cutting machine, and we'll have you auto output the fluids out to the right. And we should be able to just come in here, grab out the fluid. Yep, 8 buckets of creosote oil. And put this in here. Oh wait, no, first set this to circuit 24 and then drag and drop it in there. And this will make us lubricant, which should auto eject out this way. And now if we grab ourselves out a block of diamond. All right, so the diamond's going through right now, and this is going to take 384 seconds. This is going to take a while, but hopefully as long as we keep up with the steam production, it shouldn't have any issues. And once we get our diamond placed, we'll be able to make ourselves our gold to diamond chest upgrade. The only thing we're missing is some screws, but that is just going to be a diamond through a lathe here to make ourselves some rods, and then cut those rods to make our bolts, and then put those bolts through the lathe to get the screws. Yeah, let's hope we don't run out of steam. I don't think we should. Let me go up and double check to make sure the steam is still keeping up. Actually, yeah, we're keeping up. No problem. All right, our diamond plates and screws are now pretty much done. Let me just grab the last one here now. This takes a long time, but hopefully now we have enough diamonds here to upgrade a couple of our chests here because we are really starting to run out of storage. So to upgrade to the diamond chest upgrade, what are we missing? Just the gold plate. Okay, that's easy enough. I have plenty of those. And here is 6 diamond to our gold to diamond upgrades. Nice. Now I'm definitely going to try and upgrade most of these drawers here, especially the drawer we're going to be, or the chest we're going to be working in. Probably some of the materials, some spare tools, and yeah, might even do the random extra stuff we have. And what else should we upgrade? Probably the ore chest itself. All right, nice. We're just waiting on more diamond screws, but once we have those, we'll be able to make more diamond chest upgrades, and this is amazing. Now, there's probably more stuff I would have liked to have gotten done today, but we actually got a lot of stuff done today. So we got ourselves our first machines, the Twilight Forest, the potent pipes, chest upgrades, and ore washing. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff done today, which is amazing. So next episode, we're going to try and get ourselves our EBF, or at least start preparing for it. But yeah, so I'm going to end it there. So I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell when you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.